Hey guys, for today's video, I'll be going over Lisbell, who's one of, if not the most powerful main DPS in Duet Night Abyss. I'll be going over her kits, then her best character wedges, her best Consonance weapon wedges, her best melee weapons, her best range weapons, her teams, and then her Introns. Starting off with her kits, for her skill, she deals AoE Lumino damage 3 times along a path, then slams down to do another instance of AoE Lumino damage. This skill is going to be really good for clearing lots of enemies since it does multiple AoE hits, but you'll be better off doing normal attacks most of the time because you want to increase the combo ranking and you want to save your sanity for her ultimate charge attack. For her ultimate, she does an AoE attack, then she switches from her melee weapon to her Consonance weapon, Samael, which does powerful AoE damage, meaning that you're gonna want to build your Consonance weapon with a ton of really powerful wedges since the majority of her damage comes from it. She also consumes sanity to raise her combo rank when charging up a charge attack with Samael, but she also regenerates Impatience, which reduces her damage taken and gives her immunity to hit stun. This will allow her to be a pretty good tank, which is beneficial in farming, co-op, and boss teams, because it'll allow her to tank against the numerous attacks from waves of enemies, against powerful boss attacks, and it'll let her group enemies so that other players can do powerful AoE attacks in co-op. Her ultimate also states that after releasing the charge attack, reaching the max combo rank of S, or running out of sanity, she unleashes an incredibly powerful attack and resets the combo ranking so that you can ramp up her buffs again. This attack is where a big part of her value comes from, since it lets her do massive AoE damage that'll one-shot pretty much any enemy. Thus, like I've said, you're gonna want to avoid using her skill so that you can save enough sanity to use this powerful attack. You're gonna want to spam her normal attacks, and you're gonna want to avoid using ranged weapons at all costs, because using them resets your combo ranking and makes you have to start all over again. For her passive, it increases Samael's attack range and trigger probability to an extent that depends on what her combo rank was when she uses her ultimate charge attack. So you're gonna want to fully max out the combat rank before using her ultimate charge attack so that you can have the max amount of buffs and the max duration. For her passive upgrades, she provides your standard 40% attack bonus to the active character and Lumino allies, and when you use Samael's charge attack at a combo rank of S, Samael's Impatience is extended by 12 seconds, which is pretty much a 100% increase to her Impatience duration. Anyways, how do you actually apply all of this information? Well, all you're gonna want to do is use her ultimate at the beginning of the battle and just spam normal attacks so that you can raise your combo ranking. Once you reach a combo rank of S, you're gonna want to use your charge attack to do a ton of damage and to reset the combo rank so that you can collect the buff from using her ultimate charge attack again. Also, if you're fighting a boss, you'd be better off charging her charge attack instead of spamming normal attacks so that you don't have to do a painful amount of normal attack chains to reach a combat rank of S. Anyways, for her best character wedges, she's gonna want the Blaze Wedge, the Onslaught Wedge, the Skyloom Midnight Sun Wedge, the Inspo Wedge, the Blaze Eternity Wedge, the Volition Wedge, the Wings Wedge, another Blaze Eternity Wedge, and the Rescue as her core. For other alternatives, you should simply choose character wedges that increase her skill duration or efficiency, increase her max sanity, increase her attack, or provide weapon, skill, and Lumino damage bonuses to increase her DPS. For her Consonance weapon wedges, she's gonna want the Crusher, the Impetus Focus, the Impetus, and the Celerity. For other alternatives, you should simply choose Consonance wedges that increase her skill duration or efficiency, increase her max sanity, increase her attack, or provide weapon, skill, and Lumino damage bonuses to increase her DPS. For her best melee weapons, the Wayne Wraith is going to be her best because it provides 48% skill damage. For other alternatives, the Blade Ember Glow and the Sacred Favor would both be good because they provide a ton of attack. For other alternatives, you should simply choose a melee weapon that increases her skill duration or efficiency, increases her max sanity, increases her attack, or provides weapon, skill, and Lumino damage bonuses to increase her DPS. For her best ranged weapons, she's gonna want the X-Crest Duo because it provides a ton of skill damage. For alternatives, the Rend Husk and the Blast Artistry will both be good because they provide a ton of attack. For other alternatives, again, you should simply choose a ranged weapon that increases her skill duration stun or efficiency, increases her max sanity, increases her attack, or provides weapon, skill, and lumino damage bonuses to increase her DPS. For her teams, considering she does a massive amount of damage through her Consonance weapon, she's gonna want the Fox Hunter to boost her weapon damage significantly. Also, once Fina releases in about a month, she too will be really powerful with Lisbell because she provides a ton of weapon damage bonuses. For her other alternatives, she can either run Truffle and Filbert for healing, attack boosts, and a resolve boost, or you can use Daphne for healing and massive crit buffs. She can also run Lady Niffle since they're both Lumino characters that can provide some nice attack buffs to each other, but typically running the Fox Hunter or the other supports would be better. Also, Lisbell is gonna want a Lumino Geniemon like the Luminelf or the Bobby since they provide buffs to Lumino characters. For her Introns, her I1 increases her attack by 35% after using her skill for 15 seconds. This is going to be really good for her DPS, and it'll give her skill a lot more value. For her I2, she gets 1 more combo point whenever she triggers a bonus effect, which is going to increase her combo ranking ramp up drastically. For her I4, she gets 5 additional combo points when her combo rank increases, which is pretty good since a total of 20 more out of 120 points will be pretty good for her combo ranking ramp up against bosses. For her I6, it increases her Lumino damage by 30% for 15 seconds after using her ultimate or charge attack with Samael. This is going to be really good for her DPS, similarly to her I1, because it's a direct and powerful increase to her damage. Now, should you invest into Lisbell? Well, she's one of the best DPS in the game that is incredibly easy and fun to use. Not only that, but her Introns are very appealing since the majority of them increase her DPS directly or they help her with her combo ranking ramp up. Thus, I would definitely recommend spending your time building her and getting her Introns because as of right now, she is one of the best DPS in the game that'll benefit a lot from your investments. Anyways, that's all I've got for today. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you wish to know more, you can click on the video to the right. With that being said, goodbye.